Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy RG Madao. I got an OU battle today with a new team that I'm thinking about bringing back the team preview for because I really haven't done that in a while. Alright, anyway, let's talk about the team though. Alright, obviously it's the rain team. And I hate rain. I hate using weather, like permanent weather. But I did it anyway. Obviously we got the Polytoad with the drizzle. Drizzle toad. Got a Dawn fan, sturdy Dawn fan, set up my rocks, you know, rapid spin, because I need that rapid spinner. I need stealth rocks, obviously stealth rocks. But the reason why I need a rapid spinner is because I got that quiver dancing Lumberry Hurricane doing Volcarona, and it goes to work. Then I got a special defensive Celebi, really, because Celebi's a monster, sexy pants. I got a Choice Spect Vaporeon, goes to work, don't even mess with that crap. Max HP, max special attack, woo, modest, woo. Then I got Swords Dancing, Aqua Tailing, Outrage Giving, Fire Blast doing, Guard Chomp, and it just shits on teams, like it just shits on, like straight shits on them. Also, my Polytoad is actually defensive with, you know, the Parasol, Protect, Skull, you know, all those shenanigans. Anyway, let's get started with the battle and let's see what happens. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna lead off with my Dawn fan as my opponent decides to lead off with Terrakion. Also, I completely forgot that my opponent is another YouTuber, so please go check him out. Happens to be 12, but he's a really cool 12-year-old. So don't be like, oh, he's just a youngin'. No, he's a cool guy. So once again, go check him out. Anyway, I know he's gonna switch out because it's Terrakion. Can't really do much to Dawn fan, especially with my sturdy. So I sent up my stealth rocks to see the size to find this opportunity to switch out into Heatran and get his rocks up, knowing that I want to switch out considering he has an air balloon. So the worst thing I could have done was rapid spin. Alright, switch out to Scarm now. Maybe thinking he could take something from this Polytoad, but from a defensive Polytoad, this Skull did a crap ton of damage to the Scarm, and I know Scarm isn't the best for special defense, it's more of a physical defense Pokemon. But that did a lot more than I thought it would. Then again, I don't really play with you that much, so whatever. I knock out the Scarm, so now there's no more spikes. And I'm pretty much happy about that, especially since his Phaser's also gone. Then here comes Thundurus, and I'm like, ooh, like I don't know how Black and like the transition between Black and Black 2 work. Like he said it was Thundurus T, so it's Thundurus T. I honestly don't care. It didn't really play a big deal because I do happen to carry the Parasong. She ends up going for the Nasty Plot this turn, and then Thundurus behind the sub Nasty Plot set up is scary as hell. So luckily for me, sub does not block Parasong, which is beautiful because now this thing is like it can't sweep me. So anyway, I'm gonna predict him to really go for another Nasty Plot, predicting my Protect. However, you know, and I was wrong. Takes out my Polytoad pretty easily with a Choice Spect Thunderbolt. I'm not Choice Spect Thunderbolt, +2 Thunderbolt. Now what I should have done right here is went out into my Vaporeon, did a then pulled off a hard switch into my Dawn fan. However, I sent out Dawn fan straight on the turn. Stupid move on my part because he's able to take out my Dawn fan with the HP, I'm guessing ice. So once again, a stupid move on my part. I should have attempted to go out on Vaporeon, then just switch on to Dawn fan. That way, I would have had sturdy, and I could have just rapid spin the rocks away, and my Volcarona could have been perfectly fine. But it doesn't really matter because I do have my Celebi. And if he just stays in to kill off the Celebi, then obviously he loses the Thunder. So I figured he was going to switch, and luckily for me he does, because Celebi is my last defensive Pokemon on this team. So I'm going to go for the Thunder Wave on the switch. Doesn't matter what wants to come in, it would have hurted. It would have like crippled anything on his team. Turns out to be Cloyster, which, you know, perfectly fine with, even though the Cloyster would go down to a Giga Drain pretty easily. So that Cloyster goes down, and Cloyster's a pretty hit-and-miss Pokemon, so, you know, I'm not too worried about that at all. In fact, Cloyster wasn't a big threat at all. And walks Terrakion, and the way he brought it in tells me that he definitely has the X-Scissor, which tells me he's most likely the Choice Scarf variant, maybe Choice Bandit, but I doubt it. So let me send him my Honora. Even though I will take a lot of damage from the Stealth Rocks, I should be able to take an X-Scissor perfectly fine. I might get the Flame Body. Unfortunately, I don't get the Flame Body. However, because I take like nothing from X-Scissor, I could definitely survive another one. So I'm going to go straight for a Quiver Dance on, because I obviously can't switch out anymore. So, you know, I might as well get my +1 speed, my +1 special defense, and my +1 special attack. It walks Heatran, which pretty much walls all forms of Volcarona, especially with the air balloon, even though I happen to not carry Hidden Power Ground still. is gonna, luckily for me, I do get the confusion. Just beautiful because he does end up hitting himself right here. And now that he's confused, I'm figured, you know what, I could probably survive anything he wants to do to me other than roar. So let me go for another quiver dance. Hope he confuses himself, and that way the next hurricane can knock him out. Unfortunately for me, he does break through the confusion, but he doesn't go for roar. He goes for fire blast, sticking it with KO. But since the rain is up, I'm able to take that like a monster and go for the next hurricane, knocking out that heat chance. So I'm on my way to a nice little sweep of my girl Honora, my Volcarona. Why is it a guy? I should change that. But unfortunately, I'm a dumbass, and he brings in Terrakion. I go for the bug bust. I meant to go for the hurricane. I misclicked. Oh well, you know. And look at the bug bust, almost takes out the Terrakion too. That's the power of that Volcarona. But now, since I know he's choiced, I can easily send a Celebi since he locked himself into Earthquake. Easily take an Earthquake with the Celebi, and pretty much Giga Drain that thing. However, he predicts me go for the Thunder Wave, but I was like, no. Instead, I'm gonna go for that U-turn and your shit up. I'm gonna fuck this shit up because I U-turn out. I'm gonna go out into my beautiful Chomp on me, or my Garchomp, and I'm not Choice Scarf Garchomp. I'm not, but he doesn't know that, so I'm gonna go for the Outrage. I outsped. I don't know the base speeds, so whatever. Knock out that Thunderous, which was a huge problem, and then walks Terrakion. Now, obviously, since I'm not Choice Scarf, I'm about to take some damage here from the close combat. Close combat's not going to be able to knock me out because I'm a Garchomp. He has some decent natural defenses, and you know, survive that. Rough Skin activates, takes out the Terrakion, and now all he has left is his last Pokemon, his own Garchomp. So, you know, I'm pretty much looking good because I have Celebi and Vaporeon in my wing. And I'm pretty sure I can survive an Outrage, especially since this is a Choice Scarf Garchomp. And I know for a fact it's Choice Scarf Garchomp. He told me but it was, so he's running 2 Choice Scarfers. Anyway, he gets a crit. Didn't matter because my Shark Skin activates, then my Rocky Helmet activates. Does some nice damage to that Garchomp. Now I can send a Celebi, who should be able to survive a Outrage, unboosted Outrage. And luckily for me, I do survive the unboosted Outrage, and I'm able to land a Giga Drain on this thing and get some nice damage. And he does confuse himself, which is beautiful, because at this point it's pretty much a GG. I could just send a not Volcarona, Vaporeon. Should be able to survive an Outrage barring a crit, and then Ice Beam him. But luckily for me, he does happen to manage to get min damage on this, giving me the 2-0 victory, because the Giga Drain is going to be able to knock it out. So anyway, that's a good game, Pokemonuniverse24. Go check out his channel. I'll leave the link to his channel in the description. He doesn't upload Wi-Fi just because he doesn't have the equipment for it. He's only doing PS and PO. So it is still good content. Anyway, I'm RG Madao, and I'll see y'all later.